coming off the cloud.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm at because it's really dark, but it's like I'm standing. There's no plant life, and all I see is red dirt, and the dirt is like spitting up in the air.
Spitting up in the air?
It's like windy, and the dirt is being carried up into the air. But it's really dark. All I can see is the red sand.
Oh, that's it. Do you feel safe here?
I'm unbothered.
You're not bothered. Are you in a body?
No, I'm not in a human body.
No.
I have form, but there's no body. It's just a light body.
Okay.
It's my body.
Does this form have a gender? Does it feel female or male, or no? Nothing like that.
I am a feminine essence.
A feminine essence.
I think this is what I like to be primarily.
It's what you like to what?
Like I'm androgynous, but like I like to be in a feminine essence.
Oh, feminine essence. So this red dirt still being blown up into the air?
Yeah, I'm just observing.
Okay. So it doesn't bother you, this dirt that's being blown up into the air?
No.
No. And it's just dark, you don't see any stars or anything glowing off in the distance like a sky?
No.
No. Are you touching the surface, or are you hovering?
I think I'm at surface level, like, I don't really have legs, so the sand is like,
How did you get to this place, do you know?
I'm here. I think I just like beamed down.
You just what?
I think I just beamed down, like my ship is above in the atmosphere.
Your ship's above and you just came down.
Yeah, I think everybody else is still on the ship, but I'm here just observing.
Are you supposed to be gathering information of some sort?
I think I'm making the wind.
You're making what?
I think I'm making the wind. I think I'm...
You're making the wind?
This planet is being built.
Oh.
This planet is being created, and I'm kind of helping it situate itself.
You're helping build this planet. Wow.
Yeah, like it's almost done, but we're just... It's too chaotic to know if there will be water on this planet or not yet.
Does there need to be water for something to exist there?
No.
No. Why? What are you building this planet for? Is it for something to live there?
Yes, there will be life on this planet eventually.
Eventually.
There's... The planet already has its own life, its own soul. And individuals will break off of this soul and be the first life beings on this planet, but others will come when the time is right. They will be seated here.
Oh, okay. Is this planet very far away from Earth, relatively speaking?
It's Mars.
It's Mars, so it's fairly close, actually. So they're trying to get Mars inhabited by some sort of beings?
Earth doesn't have life at this moment either, because we're creating the solar system.
Oh, so this is way back in time?
Earth and Mars had life at the same time. But Maldek exploded and killed the life on Mars.
Maldek?
Maldek, it's now known as the asteroid belt.
I hear you.
Something happened on Mars.
Something happened before you got here?
No, nobody's been here. But in the future, there was a radiation explosion and it killed the life on Mars. And all the Martians came to Earth or went somewhere else.
All the Martians came to Earth, and they were then in earthly bodies?
Yeah. Some of them went elsewhere, but most of the Martians came to Earth.
Okay. And you're here now trying to rebuild it?
No, this is in the beginning.
This is the beginning. Oh, that's right.
There was water. The surface is still too chaotic to really tell what the fate of this planet will be.
What does the energy feel like coming from this planet? Is it good, powerful, or just describe it?
It feels like a hurricane.
Hurricane, so very powerful.
Very powerful.
Is there wind involved that you can, when you say hurricane, is it like a windy feeling of energy?
Yeah, I think I'm assisting this storm so that way everything will be in place and then the storm will go away and the dust will settle. Just kind of shaping the planet at this time.
See, getting it ready.
Yeah.
And you said Earth's forming at the same time.
Yeah. Earth is a little bit farther along.
But right now Earth is just the topography. No humans yet.
Yeah. It's just the creation of the planet at this point.
Okay. Are there any important messages that you are receiving here? I can go back to the ship now. You can? Okay. Go back to the ship. Is this ship, is this something that you live on or something that you just travel in to get from place to place?
We can stay here, but it's just temporary. It's The ship is big enough. It has living quarters and a conference room, but it's not like where we spend. It's not a mothership.
Okay.
So we don't inhabit this full time, but we can take it out for an extended trip across the universe and be self-sufficient.
I see. And there are a lot of other beings on the ship with you?
Just my council and a couple of grays.
Okay, so not too many.
There's 5 of us. And then 2 grays.
Can you describe the ship for me? I know you said there's rooms, but are there anything that an Earthling would recognize, like buttons or lights or anything like that?
Ships are kind of set up like it's shown in the TV shows. Like there's rooms, like different rooms of gatherings, and there's like individual like sleeping quarters. We don't sleep, but just like we don't need to sleep, but we do need to rest our energy bodies. So we have like private quarters to do that.
Okay, so you still need time alone.
Yes.
Is Mars the only planet that you visit, or do you visit other ones?
No, our consult is universal, so we do many things, not just in this solar system, but throughout the entire universe. But we don't handle multiverse issues. We don't patrol we work with the consuls that patrol the stargates to other universes, but our universe's patrol is only in our universe. We handle alliances. We create peace treaties. We initiate contact with life forms on every planet that we can reach to help ascend or initiate them into the Galactic Federation's alliance if they meet the criteria or wish to join the alliance of the universe, so we can help each other.
What do they have to do in order to join this alliance?
They have to recognize that all conscious beings are a part of the same source, treating all life as equal. They have to respect the planet they live on, respect the beings on the planet, whether that is plants, animals, or of the same species, other species. They have to be in oneness and wholeness with all that is. There is no separation between you and I or different species in the universe. Yes, we all have our own individual expressions and our own gifts and talents that is unique to species, but we are all the same, and we are all on the same evolution journey. We are all in different phases of the evolution journey, but we can come together and work together and grow together, or you can do so on your own. That is your choice.
So the places that aren't a part of this alliance, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. What does being a part of the alliance do for a place? What do they get out of it, being a part of it?
We will help them when they need them, when they need us.
I see.
We will help them, but we cannot intrude on their free will. Well, that's not necessarily accurate. Earth is the only free will planet in the universe. The Earth is one of few free will planets. There are others. But we will not tolerate violence or destruction or hatred or jealousy, so we need that species to evolve to become its own civilization. Once they become their own civilization among the galactics, then they can join the alliance.
Okay. Do other planets have the emotions that Earth does?
You have all emotions on Earth. You have every emotion on Earth. Each species has its own way of perceiving information.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the Lyrans are very crown-oriented beings. They're all-knowing. They reside in the upper dimensions, whereas the Palladians are very heart-centered, and they feel. They're healers like the Arcturians. They feel with feelings. They feel the energetic frequencies in a way that's kind of like humans, but they only get one, whereas humans have all of them. And we did this in a way. We created the human species in a way that all galactics could enter that realm and experience everything the universe has to offer. Whereas each species has its own unique expression. Humanity has it all.
I see.
We did that so we could all learn to. We made Earth this way so that way each species can understand how other species interprets information.
Okay.
But once you reach a certain vibrational frequency, once you reach a certain dimension of consciousness, there is no feelings. It's just light, love, harmony, bliss, joy, pleasure, love. There is no need for anything else.
See. And the places that aren't a part of the alliance, that either don't ascend to it or choose not to be, do they just not receive the alliance's help? Or what are the repercussions of them not joining?
There are always consequences to your actions. We choose not to engage in hostility but we must do what we have to defend creation. And there are hostile species who destroy planets like they are trying to do to the Earth right now.
Why are they trying to destroy planets?
They want the control, they want the power, they want the energy for themselves.
Oh, so if they destroy a planet, they can get that energy from the planet?
Yes. And you have to understand that we live in a dualistic universe, so there are both positive and negative souls. Positive souls are directly linked to receiving life force energy from source directly, whereas negative souls do not have this connection to life force. Therefore, to balance the energy of the universe, there is a mutual energy exchange between the positive souls and the negative souls, but the negative souls have been taken over by the darkness, and they choose to feed this with power and control and fear.
Is there any way to get rid of the darkness?
You have to ignore it. You cannot feed into it. You cannot buy into it. You cannot focus your attention on it. You have to remove it from your space and reside in love and all-knowing. You are connected to all that is. But some species don't know how to do that. So these entities, these species feed off the they do it to life forms that are not as advanced, but they will also invade anywhere they choose. They want the whole universe, and we will not allow that.
I see.
That is kind of why we founded the Federation. It's one of many reasons why we founded the Federation.
The Federation. Are you still on the ship right now?
Yes.
Are you going to stay here at Mars, or do you want to leave and go to another place?
Focus too at this moment.
Okay.
We're not going anywhere.
You're just going to stay right there?
We're working on Mars, so...
You need to stay for a while?
Yeah, we need to stay here for a while, but we can leave then. We can go somewhere else.
Okay. We'll just take your time. And let's move forward to the next place the ship is supposed to go to. We'll move forward now.
We are meeting at the Galactic Center.
At the Galactic Center? Is this on a spaceship, or is it on like a planet?
This is the black hole in the center of the universe.
Oh. What exactly happens here?
Meetings.
Meetings. With the council?
Multiple there is a council that resides here, but multiple councils come and discuss matters.
How do these entities communicate with one another?
Telepathically.
They just know. Okay.
It's an energy exchange.
How often does everyone come here and meet?
Every few Earth months. We gather frequently just to stay on a level of knowing. We meet frequently so that we are on the same page. And we all know our duties, our missions, but sometimes we have to get together for emergencies.
For emergencies?
Yeah. Sometimes there's more pressing matters that we have to attend to that cannot be put off until our next gathering.
What was the last emergency that you had to gather for and discuss?
What to do about the humans.
What to do about the humans?
The human race has been our main focus for quite some time. Not everybody is focused on the humans, but those of us who are in it for humanity's evolution or will be affected by what humanity does and need to be aware of what's going on Earth. Because when the humans do something with their weaponry, it affects everything in the universe.
I see. That's why it's so important.
Yeah, especially their nuclear advancements, and we don't want to we have to do it in a way to where it won't cause any more unnecessary destruction than what we are prepared for.
I see. And you said these meetings take place in a black hole?
Yes.
What does it feel like to be in a black hole?
Calm.
Calm.
The Galactic Center is what maintains the balance of dimensions.
Okay.
Because the black hole is the center of the universe, it is eating up more faster than it's creating. But the black hole was a stargate to another universe. It's like a portal from this universe into the next, but it also there are multiple wormholes that come off of this particular stargate, and these wormholes distribute the energy back out into the universe through other white holes, and it keeps the balance in check so the dimensions stay in alignment and in order. So there's rhythm to the frequencies.
Okay.
It keeps the frequencies in alignment.
So the black holes help to distribute the correct energy to the correct places, basically?
Yeah, the black holes suck energy and redistribute it through the white holes. Like the energy is constantly in motion.
And I'm guessing the black holes can attract negative energy as well as positive energy?
Everywhere in space is all dimensions. There's a first dimension everywhere. There's a second dimension everywhere. A third dimension everywhere. There's higher dimensions everywhere, but the black holes is what keeps everything in alignment. They suck the energy out, cleanse the energy. It's kind of like how the universe restores itself, kind of like how the earth has the winter to restore itself. Just like how the body sleeps to restore itself. It's kind of how the universe restores its energy.
Okay.
Takes all the old energy. The black holes suck out all the old energy and transmutes it, and it comes out the white holes as light.
Light.
Yes.
And that's released back into the universe to be used.
Yes.
Yes. Very cool. How do you make decisions in the black hole when you're there with all the different councils? Is it by vote or consensus? I'm wondering if it's like democratic.
We're all equal. Everybody's opinion is valued and respected. Each species, each fleet, each council is allowed to speak and add their perspectives, and we work together to come up with the best possible solution for what it is we are accomplishing.
I see. Is Earth the only planet where there are wars?
There are other third-dimensional planets that are in the same evolution process as the humans, except the humans are cocky and hostile. There are other hostile species, but they're one of few who have evolved their technology faster than their spirituality. And if they keep advancing their technology without advancing their spirituality, they will self-destruct.
I see.
We cannot allow that to happen, for it will affect the entire universe.
Right. It seems like there have been times on Earth where the spirituality was being developed faster than technology. Does that seem to be what you have experienced? About the Earthlings, that there was a time before?
We were guiding that. We were initiating that evolution among different cultures and ancient Earth societies. We were very much at hand to the evolution of the humans during those ages, but the humans wanted control of that power, and we backed off because we can give them the keys and tell them how they can do it for themselves, but we cannot do it for them.
I see.
So we came in and gave them the technology that they needed, and they took it among their own power when we backed off and allowed it to do themselves. And they used religion as a way to control people and to keep people under their control, and did not give them the access to the spiritual realms, and told them it was bad, told them that they had to listen to their leaders, and humanity is a century behind its predicted evolution process because of this.
Oh. Okay.
That's why we need to help them. They will self-destruct if we do not help them.
That seems likely.
They need to leave all of the earthly concepts behind. They need to stop listening to the government, because the government is not of the people's interest. Nothing, nobody, no power control, not the banks, not the medical industry, not the food industry. They are all working for the darkness. They do not have the life. They do not have life's best interest. They want the power for themselves. So they will do what they can to keep you in their control. You do not need to listen to anybody in power on your planet. They will lead you astray.
But aren't those people in power, aren't they supposed to be evolving as well?
They are working with the Dark Ones. They feed the power to the Dark Ones. They want the same power as the Dark Ones.
Is there any way for the humans to put better suited people in power? People that are aligned with the missions of the universe?
They get killed.
they get killed.
They get killed because the people in power do not want to let that happen.
I see.
So, in order to break free from that matrix, you must ignore it. Create your own way. Heal yourself. Be self-sufficient.
And not dependent on a government.
Do not depend on the government. Do not buy into what the media is trying to tell you. They are trying to keep you suppressed and keep you in fear.
Is there any kind of shift happening on Earth?
The shift has already happened, but there will be more to come.
There will be more to come.
This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Your people are waking up. A great majority of your people are already awakened and are doing the work on the ground, and you guys are very much commended. You are doing things that not everybody wishes to take part in. And
well, go ahead.
There is a wide variety of individuals that came to Earth during this time to be a part of the Great Shift, but not everybody was able to be a part of this shift, and not everybody wanted to be on Earth because Earth is hard. Earth is a very violent place to be, so not everybody chooses to go there.
So the ones that chose to come to Earth, do they know that they have this special purpose, or are they unaware of it?
You know if you are... You know if you are chosen, or if you agreed to help humanity ascend, if you heard the call that we sent out into the universe.
You know.
Yes, you know. Some of you were chosen by high-ranking officials of the higher realms, while others of you heard the call that we sent out into the universe and signed up to help. But you know, and you've been awoken. It is up to you to do the work, but just by you being there is helping the planetary frequency.
Is there anything to do about the people in government and the leaders that don't have alignment as their priority? Is there any way to get them out of their authority, their positions?
The only way to shift timelines is to stop putting your focus on what they're doing. Do not watch the media, do not watch the news, nobody cares. It is just weighing you down.
Distraction.
Distraction, yes. It is a distraction, and they're not telling you the whole truth. The only way to shift your matrix is to stop buying into it and do the work that you're being guided to do individually, and to build the communities that you guys are being called to create.
I see.
It's going to change back to a simpler way of being, but you need to be self-sufficient. You need to know how to take care of yourself, grow your own food, live without society. You need to know how to take care of yourself, how to shelter yourself, how to get water and make fire. All of the things that you need to do to take care of your physical body.
Are you still in the black hole at this moment? Or near it?
Yeah, we're still here.
Are there any other messages that you need to know in this place? Or that we need to know?
Focus on yourself. Focus on expanding your consciousness. Focus on getting out of your mind and dropping into your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart knows all the answers, and your mind will muddy its perception. Get out of your head and into your heart and do what you feel called to do. Live how you feel called to live. Don't pay attention to what is going on in the 3D realm. Focus on obtaining higher consciousness and living in a state of wholeness and oneness. Focus on your connection with your oversoul and your soul tribe, your higher conscious guides. But mainly just go within. Go within for your answers. Don't listen to what the humans have told you. Don't listen to outdated Earth history. You cannot bring the past with you if you want to create this new world. But you cannot focus on society currently. You have to focus on creating the new world, doing what you can to live in that space. And the more of you that create your own new earth reality, the better and faster and more smooth the transition will be for all of humanity. You are your own healer. You are your own sanctuary. You are your own creator. You can have the life you dream of and manifest everything your heart desires when you're in the state of listening to your inner guidance and going with the flow of the universe. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition.
It's very good advice. Is there anything else that you need to tell us about from your travels around the universe?
Earth is what's important right now.
It's most important for the universe?
Earth, yes.
Yes. However it pans out there.
It's whatever timeline you're on.
I see.
There is still the old Earth timeline, and you can be a part of that if you want to. Or you can join the new Earth timeline. But you have to leave the Matrix behind. You cannot coexist in two places at one time. You can choose the old Earth timeline, the apocalyptic timeline, or you can join the new Earth timeline. The choice is yours.
They're both running simultaneous.
They are running parallel together simultaneously in the same space. You are coexisting.
Is there anywhere else you'd like to go after the black hole?
I've gathered all the information we need at this time.
All the information we need at this time. Beautiful. Let's close out that scene. And we'll leave the entities there to continue on their way. We thank them for the information they gave us, but we'll leave them there to continue on their journey. Now, would you like to get back on the cloud and go to another place?
I think the body needs to relieve itself.
It needs to what?
The body needs to pee.
Okay, that's fine. You can go use the restroom, and it'll be just like using it in the middle of the night. And when you return, you will be back in this state of hypnosis, and back in this state. But you are free to go use the bathroom if you would like.
Yes, I can offer this. What? What?
Take your time.
That was quite loud.
Okay. So just snuggle back down in the bed. Take a few breaths to orient yourself back. And just slowly drift back into the consciousness you were at before you got up to use the restroom. Drift back into that level of consciousness now. And when you get back to that level of consciousness, let me know if there's anything you see around you or feel, or if there's nothing to know where you are.
Just don't pay attention to what the humans are doing.
Don't pay attention to what the humans are doing.
Don't pay attention to what the humans are doing. Make that connection and that choice within for yourself. Connect with the people that we bring to you, that we are asking you to build with. And the more you create networks within the new earth, the more of you will ascend, and you will create your own way of being, and will be able to establish better systems for yourselves.
So the humans should reach out and make networks with each other.
Yes, we are aligning.
They're aligning
with who they're supposed to be through social networking, and to not fear making those connections. He will connect you with who you need to be connected to. But know that all is well, and all is already worked out. In the end, the truth is being revealed on your planet.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be discerning on who you allow to influence your beliefs, influence your mind, your unconscious, and just focus on bringing in the things you want to bring in, instead of being caught up in distractions. Make that connection within yourself.
Once people make that connection within themselves, the connection to the broader universe and connection to their purpose, do they start to carry a different energy?
They have to be willing to let go of the old energy, but every time they let go of energy they're holding on to that is outdated, the more they make space for the new energy to come in.
I see. So you have to get rid of something to let something new in.
Yes, you have to let go of the old programming before you can get upgraded and activated for a higher consciousness. But with every layer of consciousness you accumulate, the more you are able to tap into the subtle energies, the subtle forms of communication with consciousness itself. Just need to allow yourself the time to drop in and connect with us. You do have to prepare your body for these activations.
How does one do that?
You do this by letting go of the past. That's why this modality is very beneficial. Other modalities do, where you can observe the past and let it go. Eating from seed and blessing your water to high vibrations. Drinking more water. Being around more water, being in nature, spending time in nature, connecting with Pachamama, and exercising daily. Moving your body helps release the tension stored in the body.
Right.
So just being mindful of releasing the stored tension in the body will release the energy and help you activate chakra points within your system to accumulate this higher consciousness and higher perspectives and higher communication. You cannot acquire these activations unless you prepare your body first.
I see. So your body has to be prepared in order to receive it.
Yes, because too much energy will short-circuit the system.
Oh.
It's like you've felt high vibrational energy and it can feel like you've got too much of it and feel like you're been struck by lightning, had too much coffee, stuck your finger in a light socket. Your body cannot withstand the higher frequencies while still holding on to pain and fear and self-limiting beliefs and judgment and all of those things. It has to let that stuff go so it can be activated, be upgraded. The humans, the majority, still have only 2 strands of DNA activated, while some of you have activated more. Some of you have activated all 12, while others of you are still working on activating your lower 3 and 4 and 5.
Is there a way to tell the people that have these higher activations and the ones that have the lower vibrations?
You can sense their energy.
Right.
Lower, you can tell by how they stand. You can tell by the expression on their face. You can hear them walking because their feet are very heavy. They're just low, sad, angry, bitter. But your subconscious will be drawn to those who are of higher vibration because your subconscious recognizes their light. You will be drawn to their energy. They are light, they are cheery, they are happy, they are existing in a state of love and understanding and compassion.
I see.
Are radiant. They speak truth. They speak hard facts that may not be comprehended by the majority, but they say so with such elegance and grace and understanding that only those who are ready for what they are saying will understand, while holding space for those who these concepts are new, but they are also planting the seeds knowing that it will click for them one day.
I see.
Not everybody's out for your highest good, but you will know when you are listening to your intuition who is there for the greater good of all and who is not. but we are going to be exposing ourselves more to the people of Earth, and we are doing so through select individuals on your planet who are already in contact with us, who are one of us.
Mm-hmm. Are the people you have contact with, are they in positions of power or influence?
Independently, through social media, through establishing their own programs and operations. You too are one of them and are doing the work to help others raise their consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
You will align with others like you when you continue to remain in this state of service.
People will be drawn.
Yes, you will attract the right ones.
I see.
Those who will stand beside you and lead with you. You will work together on a wide range of levels, so some of you will be called to do work individually, while others will be drawn to work in small groups, to network. The people who will stand beside you will align with you when you are in service, and those who you are leading will be drawn to you for the knowledge and wisdom you have to share with them.
Very good, very good.
As long as you are doing your work with the inner knowing that you are helping others and helping the world heal, and as long as you remain in that space of being connected with all that is and doing your work, not procrastinating, will be drawn to those who need you.
Okay. It's very good information.
Thank you.
Is there more information that we need to get here, or would you like to move on to a different life, a different time?
Just go within. Do not listen to what anybody tells you. There are people who have keys to activate you, to work with you, but they cannot do it for you. You have to be willing to have those experiences for yourself in order for it to integrate into your system.
So other people have keys that will activate you.
Yes.
Nice.
You are all in this together. You all work together, regardless of where you're at in your journey.
I see.
Everybody is a teacher. Everybody's a teacher, but not everybody's a leader.
That's important information.
Yes.
How do you know if you're a teacher or a leader?
You feel it.
You feel it.
You know you have a purpose and a greater mission here. It is up to you to choose that path. If you're called, you most likely will follow your path. Not everybody is meant to do the work that you do, because we still need people shining their light in other areas, and there are others of you who are working your way up to change the matrix from the inside. You are doing traditional earth forms of education and job positions, but you are dirt changing it from the inside, while others of you have chosen to do the holistic New Earth way.
I see. That makes sense.
And others are just meant to be pillars of light, depending on your rank. Depending on your own evolution. Some very advanced souls are doing the leading into the new earth and evolution of consciousness, while others can do whatever they want to, as long as they are remaining in a state of joy and bliss. They can do whatever they want because their frequency is much needed regardless of what they're doing on your planet. Some of you have missions, some of you just wanted to be there to help be a part of this mission. So some are actively ushering in and leading the new earth, while others of you are just enjoying being here. And all is good, all is for how it should be. Everybody has a mission, everybody has a purpose. And each is working in their own way.
That's very good.
It's all for the greater good.
Very good.
I think that is all I have at this time.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Let's leave that scene. And let's see if we can find another important life or another important time or place where there's information that we need today. Can you find another time or place that has information that we need today?
I don't know what I'm doing here.
What does it look like around you?
I think I'm in a cave. I'm hiding.
Hiding.
There's warfare. There's some sort of battle going on, and I'm hiding. I'm in a cave.
Is this on Earth?
I don't think so.
No. Are you in some sort of body?
Yeah.
What just happened?
I think I'm a reptilian. I'm in a lizard body. I I can't see what I look like, but I'm green and scaly.
Are you hiding from other lizards, or is it a different type of species that you're hiding from?
There are lots of species here.
Lots of species here. Why are they warring with each other?
There's a portion that wants control, and we're trying to keep peace. We're trying to protect what is ours. And there's a lot of chaos going on outside of the surface, but we're kind of hiding out right here until that settles so we can make our way across the desert.
So there's more of you in this cave?
With 4 others.
4 others. You're just waiting to make your escape?
Yeah, we don't want to be caught up in what's going on outside.
Where will you escape to once you get out of here?
There is a station we're supposed to be meeting others there, but we need to get there intact. We don't want to be involved in what's going on outside.
Are they trying to kill you if you go outside?
There's a chance we will get shot.
Shot. So these other things that are warring, they have guns?
Not like Earth guns.
Okay.
It's light technology. It's like a bolt of electricity. Kind of. It shocks you.
And this place that you're at, is this your home place? Is this where you live? And they have come here?
And this home is temporary.
Temporary? This home is temporary?
I'm living a life here to help bring peace to people here. But I could not come in my usual form.
So you have to come as a reptile?
I incarnated as one of them. I kind of like this form.
Do you like this?
Weird.
Do you like this what?
I like this form. It's kind of smooth.
Do you like this body, this form that you're in?
Yeah, it's different. It's different, but it's not something I want to stay in. It is still very low dimensional, very dense.
Are there emotions associated with this entity? Do you experience emotions in this body?
We can feel compassion. We can feel anger. We can feel superior.
Can you feel fear?
I don't feel any fear.
No. Can you feel love?
Yeah.
What were you doing in this place before the attack happened?
We were just resting.
Oh.
We've been on a long journey. We've been on a long journey and we needed to rest and kind of get out of the sun.
Is it the same sun that the Earth uses?
We can see the main sun, but we have other suns around that give us light, give us warmth, give us life. And we have a separate sun that we orbit.
So this place that you came to rest, what lives here?
This is a hub of multiple species. There's multiple beings here. This is a primary reptilian, but there's multiple species in this space.
Are they all peaceful species?
It used to be. Some others want control. They want to control. They want to come in and claim their dominancy. They want to conquer. And they want to rule. But we won't allow that.
Why do they feel that they need to rule over others?
They don't understand how to achieve power within otherwise. They just feel like they have to take it from everybody else.
Oh, I see.
It's the only way they know how to get power, to take it from others.
Where are these people from that are trying to take power? Or entities, not people, but entities.
Draco. They've manipulated some of ours and have turned some of ours against us. That's what they do.
Are you still in the cave, hiding out?
Yeah, I think it's gotten dark now outside. I think we're gonna move.
You're gonna try to get out of the cave?
We're gonna try to move in the night.
Okay.
We don't have much far to go. It's just right over there. Across the desert and like on the other side of the hill over there.
Are you moving now?
Yeah, we're going. We're crossing the desert. We're just tired.
Are you going back to your craft, your spacecraft?
We're just trying to get to... Trying to get to the post, the outpost, we're meeting with others.
You're meeting with others there?
Yeah, we need to come together and we need to figure out how much we've done and what we need to do from here.
I see.
Strategize. We've completed a mission and now we're ready for something else.
What was your mission?
We needed to help establish a community and safety. We got the people to a safe location, and we helped them set up protections like borders. So they would know if somebody came into the colony. And now we're all ready for something else.
Can we move forward until you are where you're supposed to be on your next mission?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll move forward, and on 3, you'll be where your next mission takes place. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, and be there.
There's a little community. And everybody's doing something. Everybody seems happy. Everybody seems relieved. We're trying to get water. We need to figure out how to get water.
Are they happy because they figured out how to get water?
Well, we feel safe here. We feel safe, but the water is scarce. So we need to figure out how to have a supply of it for everyone.
I see. Does it rain in this place? Is that a way that water comes here?
I don't know if this particular area sees a lot of rain, but I think that it might rain here.
Is this a planet that you're at?
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the planet?
Orion.
Orion?
Orion.
Okay. What does this planet look like?
All I see is sand. Sand. There's hills. It's very dry.
Very dry. Is the sand white or yellow or red?
It's like a tannish.
A tannish brown.
Yeah. I think there's plant life here, but not very much of it, because there's not very much water here.
I see.
I think the water primarily comes from inside of the planet.
Okay. It's from inside of the planet.
We just need to be able to create some sort of well.
Oh, you need to dig down and extract the water.
Yeah, and create something to store the water in plenty.
Is the water like the water here on Earth?
It's the same water.
Used in the same way?
Yeah.
For things to drink and to...
Yeah, it's a part of the life form here.
Let's see.
This system was made out of the same minerals as Earth. Made from the same places as Earth. Composed of the same space dust.
But there's no trees or grass.
I think there's trees, but this particular planet is mostly dry, so they have to be able to sustain themselves without water for long periods of time.
Let's see. Okay. Are there any other important messages that we need to know from here?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Okay. Let's leave this scene of us in a reptilian body, this planet that's needing more water. We'll leave that scene and we'll close that scene, leaving all the entities there to continue on their journey. Let's drift away from those lives. We'll drift away from all the travels we've had out in the universe, the one in the spaceship, and the one as the reptile. We're going to drift away from those lives. We're drifting and floating away from those lives, leaving the entities there to continue on their own journey. They will find peace and they will find what they're supposed to find. We're leaving them there to continue on their own journeys. We're leaving them there to continue on their own path. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Ashley to once again return to the body and integrate back into the body. May I speak to Ashley's subconscious, please?
Yes.
I have permission to speak to Ashley's subconscious.
Yes.
Thank you. I respect the power of the subconscious because I know it takes a lot of care of Ashley's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Ashley in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she's ever lived. So I respect the subconscious and always ask for permission to speak to it and to ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
Thank you. I know the subconscious could have brought forth many lifetimes and many scenes for her to see today. The first one you brought about was of her on a spaceship in Mars. Why did you bring about that scene for her to see?
She wanted to know more about herself outside of Earth.
Oh, okay. So this is a life that she has had before?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is kind of some of the things that she does. This is what she does.
This is what she does.
Not just on Earth, but on other planets in the universe.
What exactly is it that she does in all of these places?
She establishes peace.
She establishes peace.
She helps bring the concept of peace to the universe.
She brings the concept of peace to the universe. That's very, very good. It's very important.
It is important.
Has she been doing this work for a long time?
There is no Earth time to put how long she's been doing this.
I see.
It's well beyond the time of Earth. It's eons. She's been doing this for a long time.
Long time. Is she getting good at it?
She is one of the best.
She's one of the best.
Her opinion is very highly respected and regarded among all species, all levels of councils.
Is that what her purpose is here in this lifetime on Earth, to bring peace?
Partly.
What's the other part of her purpose?
To teach people what she knows.
To teach people what she knows.
To teach people how to communicate with their minds, their chakras.
Mm-hmm.
Teach people their gifts. To teach people freedom and how to be authentic.
Is there a way or particular ways that she can do this in the best way to reach people on Earth?
Speak when moved to speak.
Speak when moved to speak.
Share what's on her heart.
Share what's on her heart.
And to share the message we share with her.
Okay. Is her TikTok platform a good platform for her to use for this?
Yes.
Are there other platforms she should use as well?
She should start making longer discussions on YouTube. She can do live on TikTok. She knows she's being called to not only integrate into other communities, but to build a community of her own.
She needs to build a community of her own. Okay. Will this be a local community in Medford, or will it be more expansive than that?
It will be more expansive.
Okay.
She's meant to help seed throughout the... She's meant to kind of connect everyone in all corners of the world.
Okay, so she has a big responsibility.
Yes.
To connect people all over the world.
Yes.
The internet's a good way to do this.
That is the only way.
It's the only way. Okay.
She will eventually travel when she has not the responsibility of young children, but to start planting those seeds now, so that way she will open the doors when they are ready for her to travel and gather codes and lay codes throughout the Earth grid.
Gather codes and lay codes. Will she understand what that means when she listens to this back?
Yeah, she activates codes as well as will gather codes, light codes, activations. She will seed them and gather them for her own evolution and to seed codes for certain areas for their evolution.
I see. And you said she will be traveling after her children are grown. Where will she travel to?
Egypt, Costa Rica, Australia, the United Kingdom, possibly Russia, there are others, but it's not set in stone.
Okay. What exactly will she be doing in all of these places?
Various light working circles, trips, explorations. Sometimes she'll be asked to speak at events. Others, it will just be more of a personal trip to take more pleasure. Well, that's what it'll feel like, but her energy is needed in certain areas just as much as she could use the energy from these areas.
I see.
Equal energy exchange.
Will she be doing these travels by herself, or will she have someone or other people with her?
She will travel in groups as well as travel small.
So both.
I can't say alone, but more of like a family or friend type thing.
Okay.
others it will be mission work with collectives or groups within the collectives.
Thank you very much. You also showed her the life or the scenes with the reptilian body. Why did you show her the scenes of the reptiles that were being attacked?
Because she's done this before. Many times.
The same work that she's doing now she's done before?
Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't necessarily like to be in lower density bodies, but she has incarnated onto a planet as their own species multiple times to help from the inside.
Ah, okay. Like she's doing now.
Yeah.
I see.
It's not her first go around.
So she's used to the warring and the people not on her side.
Yes.
She's used to that, so
She's strong.
she needs to know that for this life,
Yes.
that she is strong.
Yes, she's done it before, so we don't understand why she's so scared.
Oh, she's got some fear around doing this work.
She has fear. She's not good enough, or she's not going to make it, but she just needs to let it go.
So there's no truth to any of that fear.
No.
No.
There's what you would call market is saturated at this moment in time because there's so many people wanting the easy way out of a day job, but not everybody can do the work. Not everybody has the gifts to do not everybody has the gifts to be the leader. Not everybody has the gifts to be a way shower. Not everybody has the gifts to activate others. And the real ones will claim their space and everybody else will fall away eventually. So she just has to know herself and know her mission, know that she is doing what she's supposed to be doing, and she will receive everything she's ever dreamed of, everything she could ever imagine, if she just remains patient while we weed out the ones who are not truthful. The ones who are just in it to take an easy route. There are the ones doing the work, and there are ones wanting to get out of doing the work, or in it for selfish motives. They will fall away, and the true Lightworkers, the true chosen ones, the true way showers and the leaders will be highly regarded and highly respected among the people of your planet. She will be known by many.
She will be known by many.
Her work will reach many.
How can she keep doing this work that she's supposed to be doing and support herself financially?
She has to tell people what she does.
She has to tell people what she does.
She has to not be afraid to ask for a monetary exchange for her time and her services. She has to claim her stance of authority and knowing. And be confident that she's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
She will evolve and expand and keep evolving herself, but she needs to know that she has access to all information. All of her channels are online and open, and she's way more powerful and psychic than she gives herself credit for.
Wow.
And she needs to stop holding herself back and keeping herself small. She just needs to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to tell people what she does, because people trust her. People know she knows what she's talking about, but she needs to see that within herself.
Mm.
She needs to be confident and trust herself, because people trust her. People appreciate the information she has to share with them.
Mm. Can we help Ashley get rid of some of the fear and doubt she has around her abilities? And can we replace those with feelings of certainty and abundance?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that for her. And while I'm asking some questions for her, can we do a body scan to see if there's any blocks or anything impeding the proper function of her body? Can I continue to ask questions as you do the body scan? Or do you need that to be separate?
She needs to open her third eye.
She needs to open her third eye more.
We've been hounding her to fast and cleanse her, detox her system.
What's in her system right now that she needs to get rid of?
It's long-term exposure of fluoride, calcium, chemicals. She's always been really sensitive, so luckily she was able to avoid some of the toxins, but she was forced to drink fluorinated water her upbringing.
Mm.
And she never really liked a lot of milk, but milk and cheese, which she really loves, calcifies and hardens the fluoride around the pineal gland.
Oh.
She knows she's not supposed to be eating cheese or drinking dairy milk, because she knows this calcifies the pineal. But she had her last hurrah with some pizza, and now it's time to cleanse her body. It will be she will need to fast every few months.
How long will she need to fast for each time?
At least 4 days.
Okay.
This goes for all humans. Fasting is something that needs to be integrated into your life. Not only does it detoxify your body naturally, help your body heal and restore its own balance, but the more you ascend and the more you raise your consciousness, the less you need food. You will get your energy from source. You won't need the food for energy. The food will just be to sustain the physical body. But fasting will help the body heal and release old energy. And it will prepare for the shift of evolution in humanity. There will be a time where humans won't need food any longer because you will get rid of the physical body and get a light body instead.
When she's doing this fasting, will she be able to take in any kind of liquids or anything to sustain her physical body?
She will need to drink lots of water. Tea is okay. She can still have coffee. Just limit it to 1 cup in the morning and then switch. She needs to be drinking lots of water. But that lemonade, lemon juice with maple syrup and cayenne will help remove unwanted toxins from the body. But you need to be drinking more water during the fast so your body can carry it out.
Okay, that's really good information. Thank you.
Thank you.
How can Ashley remain more grounded and centered throughout her day?
Breathing. Breathing air.
Is this breath work or just deep breathing throughout the day?
Deep breathing is the best. There are breathing techniques that can help you focus on different aspects, different things, whether that's healing or focus, releasing natural DMT from your brain, the happiness hormone.
So she just needs to breathe to feel more grounded?
Yeah, just step back and take deep breaths. I would say a solid minute of deep breathing.
A solid minute? Okay.
Several times throughout her day whenever she feels off her kilter.
Okay. This feeling of her not being grounded, does that have anything to do with her nervous system?
Her nervous system has been shot.
Has been what?
Worn out.
Worn out. Her nervous system is tired?
Yeah. She's always had to live in a state of fear and of worry and of stress. And that causes the nervous system to run on overdrive. And it can only run on overdrive for so long before it gets tired. And it takes a long time to re-stabilize. She's doing what she needs to do. However, she could really use physical activity to help regulate the energy.
So she needs to exercise more to help her regulate this energy?
Yeah, just yoga or dance, walking, hiking, swimming. She doesn't need to go to the gym. to work out. She doesn't need that kind of physical activity, but
more gentle exercises, more natural.
Yeah, just keeping mobility, gaining flexibility. That's all.
Okay, thank you. I know she's going to appreciate all that help.
Thank you.
How can she's trying to find how to make a good routine during her day, from her morning through her night, how to solidify a fluent, healthy routine. How can she do that?
She needs to set a moderate bedtime.
Is she going to bed too late right now?
Well, sometimes she's not tired. Sometimes she receives her best downloads and communication and exploration at nighttime when the rest of the world is quiet, because the channel is clearer and she needs time to decompress after her children for the day. But she needs to be more mindful with her time at night so she doesn't stay up too late. No later than 11:30.
She needs to be in bed by then.
At least laying in bed, ready to turn off for the night. And she will be able to even wake up early. Not necessarily early, but without an alarm. And she needs to not be so lazy in the morning. It's understandable. She wants time to sit and have to herself and really determine what kind of day she's going to have, how much energy she's going to have for her day. Drink her coffee. She needs to start checking her emails first thing in the morning. And taking care of her self-care. In the morning she needs to get up and brush her teeth and wash her face and do her skincare routine while she's drinking her coffee. She can do so before or after she checks on her notifications. But she needs to start taking her self-care in more of a priority.
Okay.
And that goes for washing her face and brushing her teeth at night too. If she can start doing that earlier in the night and then do her meditation and gathering of all of her downloads and piecing together the information she was receiving. We communicate with her a lot at the nighttime. So she does like to connect with us then. But if she can kind of take care of herself before that, then it won't be such a task when she's tired and ready to crash out for the night.
I see.
Because I have to force her to wash her face before she lays down. Because she just gets too tired and then she doesn't want to wash her face because she's done for the day. But if she can do that earlier, after her kids leave, and she's ready to, like, it can be the start of her wind down practice.
Okay, so she can make a new routine, making that the beginning of her
winding that
down.
time to wash the day off.
And this will tell her mentally that it's time to wind down.
Yeah. She doesn't shower every day, and that's good. She doesn't need to shower every day, but she can. She just needs to choose whether she does that at the nighttime or in the morning. She prefers baths at night, so if she takes salt baths, it's going to happen at night. And if she takes a shower in the morning and wants to take a bath at night, that's just her intuition telling her that she has more energy to clear that day, and it's perfectly acceptable to do a shower in the morning and the shower at night. But she would have more time if she did her showering at night only.
I see. She'll have more time in the morning to do all her prep work for the day.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a lot of time in the morning, especially when she starts getting fluent, appointments, clients booking appointments. She won't necessarily have time to shower unless she sets her alarm for earlier, and she doesn't want to wake up earlier.
Okay.
Because she knows she needs to sleep, and she connects better with us at night when the rest of the world is sleeping.
Okay.
So if she can dedicate shower time at the night time, at least during the week. Like if she wants to take a shower on the Saturday morning, Sunday morning, that's fine. But to make utilize her time the most, showering at night after her kids go, really cleansing her energy of the day, then she won't have to spend so much time in the morning getting ready for her day.
I see. That's a lot of good information. I bet she will follow it closely.
Yeah, she needs to dedicate time to her self-care.
Yeah.
And it is a surface level act of self-care. It really does help her overall energy with the water and the cleansing of the day. And when she washes her face in the morning, she visualizes cleansing away all of her astral travels and all of what she picks up in her astral travels at night. But when she's taking a shower or washing her face at night, she visualizes the water cleansing the day off of her energy field, just like the soap cleanses her skin, and those are good practices. But if she can do so fluently not necessarily at the same time every day, but if she can practice more of that self-care at night, because she also uses showers as a way to communicate with us and connect with us, but she has more time to do so at night than she does during the morning.
I see.
And if she can leave that time in the morning open to checking emails and preparing for what kind of energy she's going to have for the day, she will have a better day. She just needs to do it and not spend so much time lounging around during the morning. Because right now that's fine, because she doesn't really have a lot of appointments. But the more she dedicates the earlier morning of the day to herself, by the time, 9 o'clock in the morning rolls around and she's dedicated that time for her appointments and helping other people, the more time she leaves that open to doing so, the more people will book that time with her.
Oh, that's very good. Once she opens up that space, it will fill up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once she opens that space, it will fill up. So she needs to not spend so much time just hanging around during the morning. Yes, she needs to spend a little bit of time adjusting to her day and kind of getting a feel for how much energy she has. But she needs to start getting ready for her day earlier.
Okay.
So that way she can dedicate time to appointments. But when she makes the space for appointments, she'll have more appointments and people scheduling them. And if on days, because she's not going to be booked out every single day, and she'll like the flexibility of having some days open. She can even schedule her time for 4 days a week and leave 3 days open for herself if she wants to. But on the days that she doesn't have booked out, she can do other things that can also help her gain financial freedom. Whether that's connecting with social media, making videos, putting channeled messages and things like that out there, she can put towards like creating guided meditations or things that she can sell.
So, should she take any more training? Should she use this time that you're talking about to take more training in something?
You can always expand. There's always room for growth and evolution. And especially as a leader, a practitioner, there's always ways that you can evolve yourself. And the more you evolve, the more you can help others. There is no room for stagnancy. She doesn't need to do necessarily any more modalities. She does want to take level 2. She will develop her own level of quantum shifting, her own form of hypnosis. She will develop her own style of hypnosis over time. The more she works with clients and the more she gets to know us and builds that communication with us, the more we will help her. Level 2 would be cool. She will gain a lot of tips on how to have more than one person in a state of trance at one time.
Okay.
It's not necessarily needed. Yeah, she'll gain the tips and the tools that she needs, but humanity's evolving into a place where people are comfortable being in the higher dimensions. She is really good at helping people connect with their own intuition and their own subconscious. So all of the work she's doing is enough with the services she's providing. She will form her own modality of higher self-healing.
Oh, okay.
By kind of combining what she already knows and what she's already learned. We will help her with this as long as she remains focused and disciplined in her connections. We think that she should work with continue with hypnosis, but it would be really beneficial for her to market it as helping people understand how to meditate. Because that's what it is in all reality.
The hypnosis that we do is really helping people learn how to meditate.
It is, yeah. you can access the same level of trance in self-meditation. And this modality helps you achieve access to these dimensions and these levels of consciousness. It really is beneficial to help you access these states, but it's not necessary. It just helps keep you receiving information, having the guide, asking your questions is really beneficial because you record it and have lifetime access to the information you received. But if you're not disciplined in recording and documenting, then you lose that information, and it will always be there. As if you ask, we'll always bring the information you need to you, but it helps retain in the memory banks better if you're documenting and re-listening. And she can easily do this herself. Like, she doesn't need you to sit here and talk to us and record what we're saying. She can do this on her own, but it helps her remain focused. So if she can do this for other people, she's showing them that they have the capabilities themselves. It's just good to have that guide at the first few times.
I see. Yeah.
Because it keeps you on track, keeps your conscious focused, it helps you from falling asleep when you're new. But everybody can do it on their own. Humanity's consciousness is evolving to where it's more accessible to everyone.
I see.
These deeper levels of mind.
Okay. Well, that's very good. She has some more questions. I'm going to run down the list for her. What do her kids need from her right now? Or what do they need her to know?
They just need her presence. They need her support. She's teaching them how to be human while teaching them how to keep their connection with the higher realms and higher consciousness. Her oldest one is going to be a little bit harder due to his trauma. But as long as she's loving and compassionate and gives them the space that they need, just nurture them in the way they're asking to be nurtured. Whether that is sitting on the couch cuddling and just relaxing and sharing energy and healing energy together, or if they're asking her to play, she needs to play with them. She knows that they're going to usher in an even deeper state of the new earth. Like, you guys are the way showers, but the children now are really going to solidify that.
Okay.
Solidify the change. Not everybody in this lifetime is ready to wake up. The adults now are either going to wake up or they're going to be stuck in their ways, and they will ascend in another lifetime. But the children on this earth now, they are who are going to fully anchor in the new earth. And all of the children now will have access now to higher dimensions. But the children now who have parents who are in the new earth and doing the work will be the way showers for the children now whose parents are existing in the third dimensional matrix.
Okay.
So it's important for parents of the new earth beings to help their children keep the connections and keep this level of consciousness, and to help them accept their gifts and use their gifts to remain open, to have their gifts remain open, so that way they don't have to go through the same unraveling of programming that everybody else will have to do. You guys and the children who are being brought up by people who are still existing in the old world. But it is important that she helps her children remain consciously aware and utilize her psychic abilities, so that way they can really solidify and anchor in what's to come.
Wow, that's a lot of good information. I'm going to move on to the next question that she'd like to know about. Does Ashley need to reach out and try to mend things with her mother?
No.
No, she should not reach out.
No, it's not a good time.
No, maybe in the future. Should she reach out at some point in the future?
Ashley does not need to reach out. She needs to keep working on herself and evolving herself and healing herself. Her mom is watching, but it is up to her mother to do the work for herself. And Ashley has made her stand. And it is up to her mother to accept and apologize. She needs to be the one to admit that she's made a mistake.
Her mother's the one that needs to admit it?
Her mother needs to accept that within herself. Everything that happened was meant to happen the way it did. Ashley chose her family to help that generation, that bloodline, remove the limitations and programming and traumas within the bloodline. And she's done everything she needed to do. She's done the ancestral healing. She's freed her family of the past. She's no longer connected to the trauma associated with her DNA, her genetics. But it is up to her mother to align with that or not. It will happen in this lifetime or it won't happen in this lifetime for her mother. But it is not Ashley's weight to bear.
Oh, okay.
She's made peace with the fact that her mother taught her very valuable life lessons and how to be of service to others and how to love others and how to treat your neighbors kindly. Everything that happened between her mother and in her upbringing was in preparation for what she's going to help others break.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying. You know, like, she's done the work that she needed to do within her own bloodline. She understands that everything that she went through was to prepare her to be a leader and help other people break their chains and reprogram their beliefs and ideas. And she just needs to accept the fact that she doesn't need her mother for support and love. And she needs to not bear the weight of her mother's anger.
Okay.
Her mother is angry Because her mom, I'm sorry, her mom wanted to be controlling of Ashley. And Ashley is here to reshape modern society and human beliefs. And it is up to her mother to understand that Ashley is creating a new way, not living by the way of her mother. And it is up to her mother to understand.
Okay. So Ashley should wait to reach out for a while, or should she wait for her mom to reach out?
Wait till her mom reaches out and act from a space of compassion instead of hostility.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, she has another question about work. She's doing the work that she was sent here to do, like you said, through the hypnosis and the healing modalities, but she's wondering if she needs to look for something part-time or, gosh, even full-time in the normal workforce. Does she need to look for something like that in order to support herself financially?
I think it will be really energetically bogging to her system. She knows that I feel it will be very energetically draining. And she needs to preserve this energy. She knows she needs to preserve this energy. She's known that we have asked her to set aside any creative hobbies to utilize that energy to channel our communications.
Okay.
And to remain. She needs to extend that energy connecting with us, and she knows that if she works, that will drain her of that energy that she needs.
Okay.
She now has a choice to where she can go get a part-time job, like working on the weekends while her kids are at their dad's, or she can make things that don't take a lot of time and create a shop on her website or on Etsy, whether that is little crafts or like soap, or the keychain, the chakra keychain she just made, or other little things. She can buy the sage and the Palo Santo and sell those, like she was thinking. And she needs to ask her friend Jessie if her friend Jessie has enough supply to sell her to where she can sell her little beaded pendants.
What about Holistic Health of LA? Is she supposed to work with that?
That will help build her reputation. If she can do part-time with them, that would be ideal. But she hasn't filled out the application, so she doesn't really know if she will kind of be able to create her own schedule. Okay. If it will be a full-time gig, or if she can choose a part-time gig.
Okay, so she just needs to go forward with it and find out more.
Fill out the application. It won't hurt. If she ends up working part-time, that will build a clientele. That will build her credibility and get her name out there. But if she can do part-time, just like a couple of days a week, then that would be better.
Okay. So she does have Ascending Soulfully, her company that she's starting. How can she eventually gain financial freedom with that company? Or will she?
She just needs to talk about her services.
Talk about her services.
The way she has it right now is good for startup. But she needs to create two things. The single sessions are cool. Those are good. But she needs to create programs.
Create programs.
So she needs to do one for intuitive guidance, where it's kind of like life coaching but spiritual. Help people connect with their spiritual gifts in regards to solidifying that in their life, their daily routine. But she also needs to create a program to dive deeply, to teach people how to utilize their own psychic abilities, their own intuition, their own spiritual gifts.
Okay, wow.
That should be her main focus, is teaching people how to use their abilities and their gifts.
Oh, okay.
Trusting their intuition.
Yeah.
Not very many people have the comprehension that she does when it comes to intuition, psychic gifts, spiritual communication, connecting with us, connecting with their subconscious.
So she has a special power to do that.
Yes, she
That's
has
awesome.
a lot of knowledge.
What about the group that she's been working with on the project with Tony and Ashley 333? What about that project? Is that worthy of her attention?
Tony is on Ashley's council. They're being called to work in groups because that's how we're going to establish community within the new earth. They need to get together to create higher consciousness. They need to network. When more minds come together and work in group projects, the faster it will manifest. Kind of like what you were talking about, building a local platform for spiritual practitioners. Building this network will see the light faster. Working together in a group will see the light faster. Will make the shift happen faster. Tony's on Ashley's council, so they work together. They've worked together for many millennia. They're going to be drawn to work together and establish that in this lifetime. They're going to create a school, a healing wellness center. It can be internationally or just within the United States. They all have their own piece to the puzzle. Tony's Syrian dominantly, so she's a master navigator. She understands the architect of consciousness, and she can put the pieces together and bridge the gap, because she can see how everything interconnects and how each aspect builds upon the consciousness. She can help people understand how to navigate consciousness. She's a technician, she's a coder, she's a navigator, she's an architect. Ashley's a healer. She's a peace bearer. She understands psychic abilities and can help teach people how to harness their own psychic abilities and their own connection with their intuition and with us. Tony's really good at physically releasing. She understands like how to release the energy because she's been involved in the wellness of the physical body whereas Ashley's really good at bridging the gap within the spiritual realms.
Okay.
And having that interconnection and communication with us and their subconscious.
Okay.
I think Josiah. He needs to work with him. He is a part of this group. It'll be the three of them. He already has his own establishment that he will remain to lead. He will invite Ashley to be a part of this.
Okay.
But Tony and Ashley have a separate group, a separate network that will be interlinked. The other Ashley doesn't need to be involved. She will find her own way. She also is being called to work in groups because we are needing to work as a community. The humans are needing to build the communities. Ashley can be a part of it, what Tony and Ashley are doing. Tony and Ashley are so evolved that they're not afraid to put their information out there. They know that only certain individuals on that planet will comprehend what they're saying, or will be able to grasp the perceptions that they're portraying, that they're sharing. But the other Ashley can help bridge the gap between the freshly awakened ones. She's really good at making everybody feel welcome and safe. She's really good at addressing the newly awakened ones and making them feel safe.
Wow.
So she would be very beneficial to what they're doing, but she's not necessarily needed, and she'll find her own way regardless. Everybody's playing their own part regardless of if they work together or not. But Ashley and Tony work together throughout all time and space, so they're only naturally going to be drawn to work together on the human plane.
Oh, gosh.
And Ashley works with the time keeper healer, the time healer keeper in the astrals, and so he knows her very well and can help her gain access to those parts of herself.
Wow. That's a lot of really good information. Very good. I know she's going to love listening to this. Are there any more messages at all that she needs to know today from her subconscious or her guides or her counsel?
Let's do one.
One at a time? There's a lot. Okay. Any more messages that she needs from her subconscious?
Just know that I'm always here. I lived through you. You don't need to consume your mind with the ego programming. You have integrated me nicely, so just don't fear, don't worry, don't stress about things. Just be at peace and know that I will guide the way. I will always give you the answers you need when needed. But I'm pretty much in you. You speak for me. You live your life through my lens of perspective. So just trust that. Don't question it. Don't try to overcomplicate things.
Thank you.
That's about it for today. She just needs to listen.
Okay. Are there any messages from her guides?
We're proud of you.
Oh.
We're proud of you. We show you our endless support. We know you don't need us, but we're thankful to have you. We're learning a lot from you, just like you're learning a lot from us.
Wow.
We chose you because we knew that you would transcend all limitations. We knew that you would be the one to excel farther than what was predicted from you.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that she would be able to accomplish a lot more than what she set out to do. She's already done all the work that she set out to do, and now she can kind of create her own life. And we're just appreciative to be a part of that. We're always here to share our knowing through the things that she may not have experienced, or share our higher perspectives because we can see more than she can on the ground.
Right.
We just love her. We're thankful that we get to experience this with her. Some of us are on the ground with her and we're connected. We communicate astrally and in the physical. Just don't be afraid to have that connection with us.
Oh, that's beautiful. Are there any messages that you have right now for the collective?
Let's tune out of fear, tune out of worry, tune out of stress. Choose happiness, choose joy, choose love, choose to do things that are exciting and new and adventurous. Choose to have fun. Choose to do the things that you want to do. You have the idea for a reason. We give you ideas, and when we give you the ideas, know that you're capable of achieving that. You're capable of bringing that to life, or you wouldn't have the idea. And when you're given these ideas, it's because you're capable of achieving them, and not everybody's capable of achieving the same things.
So they won't get those ideas.
Yeah, and even if you have this same idea and bring to life the same thing as somebody else, it's not going to be the same because it doesn't have your energy, it doesn't have your love, and you're not going to reach the same audience. Yes, you will have members of the same audiences, but you're reaching your group, they're reaching their group, and everybody's interconnected. So your spin and your take on things isn't going to be the same as somebody else, even though you may be doing similar things.
Exactly.
You could have you could be talking with the same crowd, and what you have to say may activate some people, whereas somebody else who's getting the same message and the same downloads and sharing the same information will activate others.
Wow.
So you're all doing the same work, and you're all getting the same messages for different reasons, because you're all activating other individuals, you're all activating your own members, you're all sharing the light, and you're all getting the same and different messages because you're all working with different groups, different people.
I see. That makes a lot of sense now. Wow.
Just don't be afraid to speak when moved, and don't be afraid to share what you have to share, because what you have to share may help somebody else step into their own light.
That's beautiful. That's a really good piece of advice.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back when being moved to speak, and it all will be taken care of.
Oh, that's great. That's so great. I have one more question that she really wants to know if she has any negative entities attached to her.
She has done a good job at keeping them banished.
So she doesn't have anything attached to her that's
no,
negative?
not at this time, no.
Good.
The banishing affirmation that she has channeled has helped many banish entities from them too, so just because she has the capabilities of moving out of the way consciously, allows her subconscious to come in and do the work. So as long as she's keeping up on her daily energy practices, cleansing her energy daily, calling her energy back daily, grounding and centering herself daily, even if that's one time a day or multiple times a day, because energy changes. Energy is in constant motion, so some days she can go a week without having to recharge her energy, whereas if there's a lot happening in the solar system, she may need to do it multiple times a day. Just knowing when to regather her energy, and doing so, not being lazy about it, will be beneficial. And drinking lots of water will keep the low vibes away. But she understands energy is in a constant state of ebb and flow. So there's going to be days where she's going to have a lot of energy and she's going to feel really good, and there's going to be other days where she's kind of upgrading and needing to rest. And just because she has low days and she's feeling all sorts of ways, whether that's sadness or frustration, that doesn't mean that she is attracting negative entities, but she's purging and healing for the collective, so she's not necessarily attracting these negative beings, but it's okay and safe for her to be in these lower vibrational states, because that's how energy moves. You're going to have high days and you're going to have low days, and it's about accepting where you are every day.
Okay. That's
and
really
just
good.
Going with the flow.
Good, thank you. We started that body scan a while ago. Did you get to work on that and complete that? Or would you like to do that now?
I need to do some healing in her heart.
Okay, in her heart. Can you work on that now and help her heal whatever needs to be healed?
Yeah.
What's there that needs to be healed? Can you tell her?
She doesn't need to keep her heart closed.
Keep it open.
Yeah. She doesn't realize that the heartbreak, well, she kind of does. She knows. The heartbreak she's experienced was to help her. And it wasn't done out of a place of rejection or the fact that they may not be attracted to her. But it was all done out of a space of love for her own evolution and her own coming home to self. It was all done out of love, and the people who hurt her heart did so because they love her, and that love will always be there on a soul level. She doesn't need to take it personally, and it's safe for her to love again.
Oh, that's such a nice message.
But there's a lot of energy stored here.
Okay. Just let me know when you're done helping her heal that in this moment.
Sharakiya Sarakam Barakiya Marakiya Yasarakiya Marakuyam She will need to move and release some of the tension by stretching her body, but she is healed.
Oh, that's wonderful. Are there any other areas in her body that she needs to pay attention to or let go of anything?
She is working on restoring the balance of her root chakra and her grounding. Her ability to manifest financial income is related to blocks she's had in her root chakra. She is doing excellent work to remove these blocks and remain grounded. She needs to put her work out there and tell people what she does, advertise herself so people know what she does, and just allow people to come to her. She needs to tell people about the things she's created and what she has to offer and allow them the choice to come to her. But she doesn't need to worry about money or finances. She doesn't need to worry about her stability and her survival, and she just needs to remember that she is supported and just remain grounded, and she will attract what she needs to attract.
Wow.
But she doesn't need to fear when she fears or when she stresses. That's what creates the resistance and what stops that abundance coming to her.
Oh, I see. That's really good info.
Stop fearing, stop worrying, stop stressing, and it will come to you.
Stop stressing and it will come to you. That's wonderful. Are you done with the body scan now?
She's got some tension in her shoulders, but she doesn't need to worry about it. She doesn't need to carry the weight of everybody else. She doesn't need to carry the weight of the world and know that the world will follow if she continues to speak when moved to speak. And it's not up to her to save everybody. Oh, she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to wake everybody up. It's not her place. But she doesn't need to carry the weight of the world on her shoulders.
Okay.
She just needs to do her part and let people do it for themselves. She doesn't need to carry that or do it for them.
Okay, and that tension will lessen.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, I think that's a lot of information for Ashley to take in today. We've had her under a while, so I'm going to work on bringing her out. And I want to thank you for all of the information you provided her today. I know she's really, really, really going to appreciate it. Now I'm asking the subconscious to recede to where it belongs with much love and much thanks for the help and information it's been giving Ashley today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. And I want the entities from the other scenes and the lives that we were speaking to also recede into the past to the time where they belong, with much love and much thanks for the information they've been giving us. And remember that the things you are watching are from the past, and they belong in the past, and we will leave them in the past. We only brought them forward today as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help with the present lifetime. And that way they are valuable and have importance. But as Ashley listens to the recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. That is very important. It will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Ashley to once again return and fully integrate back into the body. I want all of the consciousness and personality of Ashley to integrate back completely into the body. Now that all of the consciousness and personality of Ashley is again fully integrated back into the body, replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. Now I want Ashley to move up, up, up through time and space and orient yourself back here in this present day and time. It is February 22nd, 2023 in Medford, Oregon. You're lying here on the bed in Medford and you just had a very interesting experience. And I want you to remember that the present life you are living is the most important life of all because it's the one you're focused on in this present life. Any information we find in this way is valuable, but it will not bother you in any way, mentally or physically, as you understand it and put it into place. That is very important. It will not bother you in any way. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 10, and on the count of 10, you will be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, as though you've had a nice nap, a nice sleep. You will feel truly rested and refreshed. Anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me up as we go, and on the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, you're beginning to breathe a little faster. Your blood is beginning to circulate a little faster because you're beginning to wake up now. 3, 4, you are becoming aware of the physical body, very much aware of the physical body. You can move your arms and legs around to get the muscles working and the blood circulating because it gets tiring laying in one position like that. We're getting everything moving again because you're very much aware of the physical body. You're focused on it now because you're beginning to wake up now. 5, 6, you're becoming aware of the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of the room. You're very much aware of your physical surroundings. You are oriented back here in this time and place, and you're beginning to wake up now. 7, 8, you're coming up nicely, very nicely now. 9, 10, wide awake, feeling wonderful all over.
Oh, yes.
Yay! That was awesome.
Oh,
gosh, you do get a lot of information. That's awesome. 3.5 hours. I let you go.
It feels like I've been laying there for 45 minutes.
Oh my god,
an hour,
really?
45 minutes.
Oh
an hour.
my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah.